I think that that is something that employers value an irrational amount. Whether you do a master's degree, a boot camp, or a certificate, I almost always think it depends on your personal situation, what you're looking
Mhm.
to get, how much money you're willing to spend, whatever that might be. Who do you think is a good target that'll get the most out of a boot camp?
I think it works really well for someone like similar circumstances to myself. I mean, I had an established career in a non-technical field, but I knew I wanted to make this pretty big jump. I wasn't really at a stage in my life where I wanted to go back to school. I didn't want to commit, to a full-time master's program or anything like that, or spend the amount of money it would take. So I think someone, an established professional that's looking to switch gears is probably the ideal target for it because, the way they set up and I felt like the program was aimed towards, someone who has a busy life, because they estimated use 15, you spend 15 to 20 hours a week on this and you'll finish it in about 6 months. Just from the structure of it, and it is a little bit pricey for someone coming right out of school probably. So but I think it would work for anyone. I mean, they teach you the right skills. I found it particularly helpful to me because I was working full time. I have a family at home, so I was only able to commit to the data science stuff on nights and weekends. So to be able to have like the coursework all put together for me, and this mentor pushing me, and this whole support to try and find a job as well. I feel like that's probably I'm like the exact type of demographic that the boot camps are aimed at, I would think.
Yeah, I would 100% agree with you. Again, I haven't gone through that experience. That's why I bring awesome guests like you on. But from my perspective, there's two main criterias that make a boot camp really valuable. One, you can afford it. So, in almost anything, I don't recommend going into debt to learn data science. That's something I did, quite a bit of debt actually. And that is not something I generally recommend, especially with uncertainty in the world, right? Even
Right.
if there is a guarantee that you'll land a position, you're still out the initial cash outlay over the course of the program and potentially 6 months after. So even if you do get your money back, that you're still out a significant chunk of money to begin with. And if you're struggling with anything related to that, probably not worth it in that sense. But if you can afford it and you have a good amount of original initial experience, it doesn't matter if it's in data science, but if you have work experience, I think that that is something that employers value an irrational amount. So if you've worked in industry, if you've really done anything for more than a couple years, that's really favorably looked upon. And you've obviously been in the legal profession for I think you said 14, 15 years, right? And so
Hmm.
that is a strong place to come from. You've proven to employers that you can do something for a long period of time. You've proven your work ethic, whatever that might be. Um, Probably the best use case for boot camps, in my opinion, is people who are coming from PhDs. So they're trying to break into the traditional work atmosphere, or like the mainstream, corporate world. And what they've clearly proven they can do research, they can do highly technical, not necessarily highly technical stuff, but highly focused work. But what they need is to show that they can apply that into a corporate setting. And so, I kind of look at your body of work as you have the JD, and you've clearly done dedicated, focused work. But can we target that more specifically on data problems? Bootcamp shows you how to do that.